Our intangible cultural heritage, housed deeply in people's souls, created by their talented representatives, passed from generation to generation, developed, enriched for centuries, is a bright mirror displaying the morality, sincerity, literary aesthetic taste of an Uzbek family. The notion of intangible cultural heritage reflects the national customs, habits, events and traditions, knowledge and skills, as well as instruments, items, artifacts and cultural spaces connected with them. During the years of independence, much attention has been paid to collection, protection, scientifically deep studies and wide publicizing of our national values throughout the world. The documentary film were created, new brochures and manuals were published. An expertise and working group composed of specialists and scholars of the sphere on collection and inventarization of intangible heritage, with their participation and expedition, had been organized to Ferghana Valley. During the process of expedition, a lot of information were collected and recorded. One of the most ancient cultural locations on the territory of Uzbekistan is Ferghana, which is attractive for its peculiar traditions of folklore singing. Firstly, the widely spread and famous literary creations as Askiya, Katta Ashula, Olan, Lapar are characterized by the genre completeness of their poetic literary texts and originality of singing methods. Shambarek event connected with a wedding party was studied in Shahrkhan town of Andijan region. As we know, the term Shambarek originally means evening welcome, the name given to the process of taking the bride to groom's house. The event is conducted in the following procedure. The groom puts on the wedding dresses sent by the bride. Then, the groom goes to the bride's house with his friends. In the bride's house, the girl's relatives, neighbors, gather and wait for the groom's arrival.
Yoshlarimiz baxtli saodat. Amin. Qo'shgani bilan qo'sha qarasa, ser davlat, ser farzand.
When they see the groom, the 2-3 boys run into the house, shouting in a loud voice, "The groom is coming!" Then the groom and his friends, singers and musicians walk in dancing and singing the song Shambarek. In Shahrkhan town, this song is performed in Uzbek and Tajik languages, that is, in the form of sweet and honey. In addition, after they enter the gate, They sing folklore song, Hey Yor Aylanaman and Hay Hay Bola. Once the groom arrived, the bride landed, connected with conducting the wedding party were studied in Asaka district. During the performance of the event, groom arrived, customs were recorded as laying a cloth under the feet of the groom, spreading the material in front of him, called blocking the road. The customs of presenting a knife to the bride's young brother, throwing candies over bride's head, and singing the song, Deydiya. This custom denotes the long cherished goal for the young couples to live in harmony, friendship, in love of each other, should be united and tied to each other. The stage of wedding party named, the bride moved in when mother-in-law hands floor to the bride. In Andajan region, this custom is called pouring of floor. In Chok Mahalla of Asake town, after the ceremony of the bride moved in, her mother-in-law comes out to meet her, pours flour in her hand, and leads her into the house, wishing the bride, saying, "May my daughter-in-law lead a happy life. May her livelihood journey always be lucky. May her appearance look pleasant and open. May she be a good cook and bake tasty bread." She prays to God and makes Amin. There is a custom to do the first baking of flat bread by polishing the bread with sheep's fat. In conclusion, it is possible to say that during the scientific expedition conducted in Ferghana Valley, the information about the local folklore traditions and customs were collected and recorded, including samples of Uzbek people's oral literary creations such as Olan, La Pars, My Beloved Beloved, Allah, The Bride's Greeting, Let the Bride Sit Down, selected songs with weeping and recollections, praying and praises, Your Ramazan, healing with evil pushing movements, praying recites, witty saying competitions, humor, people's views, mythological impressions about nature happenings and changes, as well as materials on foretelling of folk calendar and weather changes. The event called Lachak means seeing the girl off from her family. The process of Lachak is attended by mother-in-law from groom's side and by bride's relatives. In this event, wearing of Lachak scarf by the bride is celebrated in which the bride is given presents by bride's mother and maiden friends of honor, which is followed by singing of folk songs. After that, The event seeing the bride off to groom's house is conducted with accompaniment of the song Yor Yor. Presently, many folk songs are preserved and performed still. When the bride is ready, 2 breads are laid on the bride's head with the wish for her to have many children and much wealth. After this, the song Kelin Salom, bride greets, is performed with accompaniment of others when the bride does bowing in the direction of each present in the ceremony.